told. Listen. What's up? Welcome to Truth Be Told, where every man is king and the truth unfolds, and every word spoken comes from the soul, and the audience members love to take control. No topic is taboo, we talk about it all, and the host so funny you gonna shout and fall out your seat. Your life's not complete without a moment of truth once every 2 weeks. And we speak like none other, educated real brothers, family style for you, your kids and your mother. And we love to gain your trust. Just sit right down, relax and enjoy. This is where the truth is found. Truth be told.
Oh.
What up? What up? What up?
Oh.
What's going on, my people? Welcome to Truth Be Told, where every man is king.
What you wearing, bro?
Sometimes.
What you wearing?
What am I wearing?
What are you wearing?
I am wearing the regal colors of the greatest country in the world. Excuse me. This way. That green, white, green right there. You know what I'm talking about? That's for my country, Nigeria. I'd like to wish a happy Independence Day to all of my Nigerians, all my Nigerian compatriots. Arise, oh compatriots, you know what it is. Nigeria's in the building. I love all my Nigerians, man. And here we are. I'm representing the whole show. My green, white, green. You know what I'm saying?
King Joppy Jofa.
Call me King RealEyez. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what we doing. That's how we doing it. I'm here. I'm representing lovely for my country, man, on Independence Day, man.
Wearing the flag.
Word up. Word up. So yeah. So that's what that's about.
When's the parade?
This weekend, man. Saturday.
Didn't know New York had a parade for Nigeria, didn't you?
Yeah. 4 blocks, but you know what?
4 blocks long?
4 blocks long. We take it and we will run with it. I haven't been in a few years. Maybe they made it longer, but the last time I was there a few years ago was like 4 blocks, maybe 5.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's all good, you know. It's all good. We there. We still do our thing. It is what it is. Shout out to Nigeria, man. So we like to welcome you out to the show. Truth Be Told.
That's right.
We here every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. You know what I'm saying? We want to welcome y'all. Thank you for coming back and being with us today. I'm one of your hosts, RealEyez, aka King RealEyez from Nigeria. And I'm here.
Sundjata, say cool.
Sundjata, say cool's in the building.
Right.
Mr. Hip Hop with Substance.
That's right.
All right. So here we are as usual. You can always find us here at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always, find us at It's All Truth at gmail.com. I'm always so ready to give out the website, and it's not ready yet. But it's all truth at gmail.com. All that stuff, you seen it. That's what was up before we started the show.
That's right.
So as usual, we start off the show. How was your week, brother?
I found out my daughter's teacher is a lesbian who married another woman.
Wow, that's interesting.
And she's having a baby.
How? Intravital
well,
fertilization?
She got a sperm from somewhere, and she's having a baby. And Thursday is the back to school night where parents meet the teachers. So I don't know how I'm going to handle that now that I know about this information.
Oh man, I wish we might have to have a live. We might have to have a live feed on this Thursday, because you know how Brother Sundjata feels about that situation. And this is your daughter's teacher.
This is my daughter's kindergarten teacher. I won't say where it is. I don't want her to sue me. I don't think because she sent this letter out to other parents saying that who introducing herself and that she went to Keene and that she studied African studies and education. Come to find out, Brother Sundjata did some investigation, and she is married to another woman, and she's pregnant, having their baby.
So do you think because she's married to another woman, she can't provide the correct education to your daughter?
I don't think that, but I wonder if her views on heterosexual couples or her views on gay couples, would that seep into her little conversation with the kids?
But how? How exactly could that seep into the conversation? Like, if she's there, it's kindergarten. Like, they're teaching simple arithmetic, reading, writing. You know, how's that gonna? I don't see how that even factors.
I wonder if she's gonna bring in a book about how Tom married Jim.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it. As soon as I said yeah, I can see that.
I wondered. I don't know. But Brother Sundjata is going to be investigating her on Thursday, and I'll bring a recap to you guys.
Can we just send a live camera crew? Because I think it's going to be very amazing.
I don't think that she wants, because the camera crew is going to have to say who she. I guess the camera crew will find out more about her. I don't want her suing me. The school is right down the street.
Gotcha.
And I don't want her suing me. So, and she never disclosed this information. I was just being nosy.
So you went above and beyond.
Yes, my wife actually did it. Put Brother Sundjata on and said, "Oh my God, look at Naira's teacher," and then she has a picture on the internet, like her
Facebook.
No, well, I don't know if it's a Facebook picture, but when we Googled her name, a picture comes up of her wedding, and there's 2 brides there sitting.
Wow. Hey, you know what?
Whoa!
To each their own. That's what I say. But we know how you feel. But now that this is directly affecting your family,
my daughter don't complain. My daughter thinks she's a good teacher and she likes her. But this is just a new world for Brother Sundjata. This is a new world for me. I've never even heard. I've heard of people getting married and same sex, like famous people, like Helen, right?
Yeah.
Like she has a wife, but this is local. This is not national. This is not someone famous. This is local.
Well, I'm sure this is going to be very, very interesting to find out next week how this turns out.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it will be.
If I'm on the air by myself, it's because Brother Sundjata is locked up.
I'm not gonna be rude or mean to her, but man, this is just some new age stuff.
Yeah, welcome to 2013, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Oh man, well that's interesting. So that's going to be interesting to hear about next week. My week was interesting as well. Actually, my week was pretty good. I don't usually say that, but it was pretty good. For reasons I don't care to get into right now. But
why was it pretty good, bro?
It was pretty good because it's pretty good, man. You know, truth be told, the week was pretty good.
Oh, my bad.
In general. But all right, that's what's up. So moving on, we're going to talk about a few things tonight, as we always do. Some important topics that we'd like to tackle. But before we get into that, I'd like to play this video for my people. Yes, I'm still on it. Nigeria. Nigeria. All right.
On it.
This is called Azonto. Shout out to the boy WizKid from Nigeria. Yeah, let's go.
What happened? It's okay. It's okay. Come on. I'ma get that sort telling me what I know. I've traveled all over the world to chill. I've never seen a girl like this before. They killing me slow, and the dance they do too sweet. Ghana girl Tobado, sexy lady Tobado. This kind of dance they do Azonto. Say which kind of dance yeah you they do for me Azonto. Ha, see, yeah which kind of dance yeah you they do. Say this kind of dance they do like say you they juju. Say this kind of dance they do like say you they make.
It's Azonto, man. You know.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It means dance. I don't know. It doesn't matter what it means. That's what the dance is called, and it's ill. I learned it like maybe a month and a half ago at my man's wedding. He's a Nigerian cat.
So in Nigeria, they're dancing like that?
Yeah, man. But it's the as far as I know, the dance actually originated in Liberia.
Oh.
But you know, Africa. Yeah, we all just like Nigeria are the stars of Africa. Everybody knows it. Let's be real.
But you jacked the Liberian dance.
Yeah, we made it hotter.
Oh,
that's what we do, man. Nigerians. Everybody thinks we're thieves anyway. We're not all thieves. Just like 96% of us. Ha! It's a joke. I'm Nigerian. I can joke on that. Just joking. We're not thieves. We're good people, man. We're a great
send
country.
those emails though.
We don't always send those emails. Let me get on that real quick, man. You know what grinds my gears, yo? Everybody assumes Just because you get an email from somebody that says, "Hi, my name is Watombo from Nigeria, and if you send me $10,000, I'm gonna send you $1 million." First and foremost, in my opinion, if you ride with that, you deserve to get got. What world do you live in that you get something for nothing? You send me 10,000, I'm gonna send you $1 million. What year, what century, what place are you living that makes any sense? If you did that, you deserved it. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. And I'm tired of people saying it's only Nigerians doing that, because Nigerians may have pioneered the art form, which is swindling stupid people.
Oh, so you saying it's okay?
No, I'm not saying it's okay.
What are you
I'm saying because we started it, it stuck with us. When you look at these cases, if you do research, they're coming out of Russia. They're coming out of all types of places. But they're saying that they're Nigerians.
Why do you think they're saying they're Nigerians?
Because they want to slander us. Because haters always want to hate and try to say negative things about the people that are amazing.
So you don't think Nigerians are sending those emails?
Listen, I said we may have started it. You know, that's white collar crime. We don't do that blue collar stuff,
fraud?
man. We do white collar stuff.
Oh.
But I'm not saying this positive. I'm not supporting it. I'm just tired of hearing everybody say it's Nigerians doing it, man.
Oh, yeah.
See? See? It's a Jamaican thing now.
Oh, come on, Lilo.
Come
on, Lilo. Jamaicans don't do that. We do the old-fashioned way. We get the guns out.
Yeah, and you do it now, too.
We get the machine guns out. You never heard of the shower posse, Lilo? No. Come on, Google them. We get the guns out.
Shower posse?
Shower posse.
They take showers together?
No,
no body boy there.
No, that doesn't mean. That means black rain. You know what they call black rain?
Bullets.
They shoot so much that's like a shower. That's what we do. We do the fashion way. We don't got time to be going on the internet.
And making millions? You don't have time for that? It's all right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You're going to get your $2,000 score, $3,000, $4,000.
Make it feel better.
We take that $1 million.
You know we fast runners. You seen the Olympics.
Oh, man. So, all right. I know we got way off track, but Nigeria up. All right. So, moving along. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but the government shut down today at midnight. Well, earlier this morning at midnight.
Word.
Honestly, as of this airing right now at 9:46 p.m., I don't know if they've come to an agreement yet, but I do know that they did shut down this morning. So, because here on Truth Be Told, we're an educational program, and we like to hit y'all with the truth and educate you as much as possible. We've come with 2 videos that are going to help explain what this is about. Well, actually, the first video explains what's about. The second video just gives some facts. The short videos, I implore you to watch in case you're not familiar with what this means for you. Now you'll be able to find out. All right? The first one, I want to say it's from like Time Magazine or Time.com. I don't know. They'll probably say it anything, whatever. But it's how to break it down to a child, which is why I figured it would be good because we're adults and we'd understand it. Check it out.
Why would the government ever shut down anyway?
Government programs need money to operate, and if Congress can't agree on how to fund those programs, then they have to shut down. So far, lawmakers haven't been able to compromise. Until they do, the government won't be able to do certain things, like run the country's national parks.
Does the president still go to work?
Yes, the president will still get up in the morning, put on his shoes, and go be commander-in-chief. So will many other government officials who have very important jobs.
What about the members of Congress?
Senators and representatives certainly also have important jobs, especially right now, because they're the ones who have to come to an agreement in order for the government to get the money that it needs. Technically, they don't have to go to work, but the American people want this problem solved, so they're going to be heading to the office too.
Do I have to worry about Canada invading with all the American soldiers on vacation?
The Canadian people are generally peaceful, unless you're speaking American English in the heart of Quebec, in which case, zut de la, you're in trouble. But don't worry, even if the government shuts down, soldiers won't go on vacation. The military will keep operating, and so will the Border Patrol. So there's no reason to fear an invasion from the north or the south.
What about the Mars rover?
Though many employees of NASA will be furloughed, that's a word you'll hear a lot that means they'll be forced to stay home from work, the Mars rover will continue to explore the Red Planet.
What about my parents or my friends' parents who work for the government? Will they get paid?
It depends. Each agency, like the Department of Defense or Department of Energy, has to decide which jobs are most important. The people who have the most important jobs will keep going to work. Those with less essential jobs will have to stay home because the government doesn't have money to pay for their salaries. But they might get that pay back after the government shutdown is over.
Will I still have school?
I'm afraid the answer is yes. You will still have to go to school. Teachers of private schools aren't going to be affected by problems with government funding, and teachers at public schools are typically paid on the state or local level, meaning they won't be affected too much by this problem either. An exception would be if you're part of a program like Head Start, which does depend on money from the federal government. Those kids may be spending a little more time at home than they had planned.
Does this mean I can buy Legos without sales tax?
If only. Sales tax is dealt with at a state level, so I'm afraid Lego prices are going to hold steady.
Do I still have to take out the garbage?
Mostly that's between you, your parents, and your chore chart. Garbage collectors, like teachers and police officers, are generally dealt with at the local level, so they'll still be in operation.
Can my grandma still fly in an airplane to visit me?
Yes, Nana can still come see you. Air traffic controllers, the people who keep airplanes safe in the sky and on the ground, will still be going to work. So will security officers who check your bags at the airport.
How long could this last?
It depends. The government has shut down almost 20 times in the past 30 years. In 1995, it lasted 21 days, which starts to feel close to a month. Another time a shutdown lasted only about a day. So it just depends on how long it takes lawmakers to come to a compromise. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. So you're welcome. To be completely honest, until I saw that video earlier today, I didn't know a lot of that stuff.
Neither did I until I saw it.
Yeah, so it was actually very informative. I think Sundjata was saying it over the break while y'all was watching it. This is quite informative. Like, you know, who knew that this is what was entailed in the government shutdown, right? So now you're aware as well. You're welcome. Let the people know where you heard it first. TBT, truth be told. All right. So this next video is not really talking about the shutdown. It's talking more so about, I guess, it's more of a survey. It talks about a survey of Americans and how they feel about the shutdown. It's much shorter, but I know you guys will enjoy regardless. Here you go. Yeah, so we know that you guys really wanted to see that and you're really interested in the information. Again, you're welcome. All right. So here we are in the midst of a government shutdown. Have you been affected at all today?
No.
Not at all? Did you still have to go to work?
Still went to work. Still receive my mail. These those congressmen are still trying to fight the half a black president. The half a black president is standing up for himself, from what I understand, saying he's going to veto any bill that comes across his table that don't fund his Affordable Care Act. For those of you that don't know, the Congress people are doing this because they don't want to implement Barack Obama's Affordable Care Act that will ensure Obamacare, right? That will ensure that everyone who's over 18 in this country would have to register and have insurance of some kind. You want to send an email, bro?
I'm sorry.
Do you want to send an email?
No. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what that is all about, and it's politicians playing the same old game. They don't want you to have the same insurance coverage that they have. How about that? They have superstar health coverage, and I'm pretty sure many of them put their own family members on the staff, so their family members have superstar health coverage. But you, instead of dying on a bed, you get to die on the floor.
I don't think they can do that. That's nepotism. I think that'd be obvious. So they couldn't
employ
their own
family members. You don't think so? I'm pretty sure, bro.
I don't know.
They make the laws. They can put their own loopholes in it.
I suppose.
They can put their own loopholes in it. I'm saying, like, because I'm thinking that when politicians, for instance, if they put their family on the books, then they don't have those expenses on their own. So then they get to save money while the government, not the government, well, the people, us, pay for these things. Their health care, their allowance that they get, their stipends that they get for food and travel and all these things. We pay for those things. So to them politician boy there, F them.
Yeah, blah.
That's right.
Blackout makes a good point in the chat room. He says people are worried now. We should be worried around the 20th. The reason on the 20th, that's the last day for the debt ceiling. We're supposed to pay our debts. So come the 20th, if there's still a shutdown.
China's gonna invade?
I don't think we're being invaded, but we're gonna default. America is gonna default on their loans, which is hilarious. I say that because of the student debt crisis, just regular general debt, and people defaulting on their loans, and how we're not given a break. How can we even expect, how can the country expect its residents to get right if the country itself cannot get right? We're about to default on our loans. We are we make the most money on the planet, and we owe the most money on the planet. So I don't understand how they don't just take those and put them together, because technically then we don't make the most money if we're the highest in debt. I don't know what the national debt is, but I know it's a few $billion. Maybe trillion, actually. No, I think it's probably trillion. It's America. We're probably trillions of dollars in debt, and that's going to be an issue. So I see your point, Blackout. Well spoken. Man, look, this is what I've been trying to tell people. This government shutdown, it's preparation, man.
Preparation for what?
Because think about it. When the zombies attack.
Zombies?
You see what I'm saying? The government's going to shut down anyway, because most of them going to get infected. So you got to be ready. This is the beginning stages. It's a prep. You got to get ready.
See, right?
You got to get ready, man. Look, I'm running the zombie race on the 15th, right?
When you going to start training?
Today. I'm running a zombie race on the 15th. And, I'm just I got to check myself to see where I'm at when it really goes down. That's what it's about. That's what all of this really boils down to is zombies. That's how I look at it.
Word. Well, I just think that this thing, until it really starts affecting people, I don't think people are going to care about it as much.
Nobody, who cares? People that are directly affected, that are federal employees, people that were forced to take furloughs. One of my friends, I use the term loosely, Facebook friend, I saw she put a status up day one of the furlough, home relaxing. So she's chilling. But the thing is, when you get furloughed, if I'm correct, you don't get paid for that time.
Now, but you get paid eventually.
Possibly. How does that help in 2 weeks when payday comes?
Well, I don't know.
So it's affecting people. This is not affecting the general population.
Right. So it's affecting federal workers. Until flights stop, until those checks stop coming. Social Security, welfare.
It's all federal based.
Medicaid, Medicare.
Anarchy. in the streets.
When those checks stop flowing,
it would be anarchy in the streets.
That's when people are gonna say something about it.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah. You know that's the way it is.
Yeah, China. The conversation in the chat room was like China's gonna basically own us, which is true because we owe them the most money.
Word.
Which is crazy, right? Because aren't we beefing with China half the time? How you beef with somebody you owe mad money? Well, I guess when you have the largest military force in the world, you kind of do what you want, which is why we're America. So yeah. Anyway, yes, zombies tune, zombies, Nigeria. All right, so don't. I'm gonna be all right. Even though I haven't eaten, I'm hungry. I may not be thinking correctly right now. So moving forward, do you have a plan in case things get worse?
Well, I'm Jamaican, bro, so you know what I'm gonna do.
Black rain pun them.
Well, I'm not gonna mention it, but I don't, because you know the feds watch everything. They're on the social media. They're watching everything. I'm not gonna mention it, but let's just say I'm gonna feed my family. That's all. All right. That's all. I'll feed my family. I'm Jamaican. I'll make it happen.
I respect that. Don't forget to board up your windows.
Board up the windows?
I'm just saying, man. People might go crazy. Maybe not zombies. That might be stretching.
We don't want no dark meat around here. They want the white meat.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
They don't want no dark meat, bro.
I'm talking about when it gets to dire straits and people looting and stealing. You gotta protect what's yours. You gotta board. People might try to break in, man. You ain't see Purge? The Purge?
Nah, I haven't seen it.
Don't worry about it. I ain't seen it either, but all right. So moving along, that's the shutdown. I guess my truth be told on that is, I don't know. Like the government's been messing up, so I'm not surprised at all at the fiasco that's coming now. We'll see how long it takes. I don't know. That's pretty much it.
My truth be told on the matter is, I'm supporting the half a black president on this one. I think he should. Remember, the half a black president, his mother died, and one of the issues that he faced in his life is that insurance coverage. The insurance didn't want to cover her because she had a pre-existing condition. So that affected the half a black president so much that I believe that he said to himself, when he become president or when he get into office, he's going to do something about it. So half a black president, stand your ground. Tell them, don't buckle, don't say you're going to take it back. Then you're going to negotiation. You draw a line in the sand like you did on Syria. You draw, what do you call it? Red line. You're drawing a red line. You're not doing nothing unless your Affordable Health Care Act go into play, half a black president. Listen to your brother, because I know the feds are watching. That's my truth be told.
Word. All right, so that's that. Moving on. Real quick. It's a quick RealEyez review. I saw the movie Baggage Claim this week. It's a rom-com, romantic comedy. It's very funny. Very funny. Very funny. And that's pretty much it. If I had to rate it out of 5 RealEyezes, I'd probably give it 3.5 RealEyezes. It was pretty funny. Paula Patton was the main star. She looks great. Good job, Robin Thicke, on that one. She was kissing a lot of people. I know that, they superstars and she's an actress, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like, she was tonguing down a lot of dudes in this movie.
What?
So I'm wondering how he was feeling about that. But then again, I guess Miley Cyrus was shaking whatever that was on him at those awards. So, whatever. If you get a chance to see it, it's funny. Even as a guy, it's actually very, very funny. So,
what? Is it a Telegram movie?
No.
Oh.
Who knows, actually? It might be. All he does is make money off of, like, female issues. No comment. Anyway, whatever. It's a good movie. Moving along. I'm sure most of you guys have seen the video of the bikers who ran up on the Asian gentleman and his family. He hit one of them with his vehicle, and they proceeded to start pummeling his car, which scared him, obviously, and he took off, running over some more of them.
Wow. And
they followed him, caught him, bashed his window in. That's where the video stops. But what we've heard happens, or what the police report, is that basically they beat the crap out of him and they sliced his face. Gave him $150.
Did he die?
He didn't die. And then they took him to the hospital, which I'm assuming that somebody out of the bikers that were there had the good sense to be like, yo, chill out. That's enough. Now, I have the video. It's 6 minutes long. I'm not going to play the whole thing, right? What I will do is play the beginning part that shows when he first starts and takes off. And then we can discuss it. All right? So here we go. So what proceeds on down the line, unfortunately, we don't have the capability to fast forward. But what happens is they finally not catch up. They never really lose him. I mean, they're on bikes, but they catch up with him at a red light. Apparently, also by the time, and this is what I read in the article, by the time he pulled off after he ran over some of them a second time, they had already slashed some of his tires.
Oh, man.
So he also couldn't accelerate because he had flat tires he was driving on. I guess on the right side of the vehicle, you couldn't see that happen. But
so when he hit the guy, somebody probably threatened him.
Yeah, that's what happened. Apparently, according to the article, even though honestly the article painted the bikers as this aggressive, super horrible, like I ride.
This happened in New York?
This happened in New York. I ride, so I'll give my opinion on it in a second. I'm just going to give the story that I read and from what you can see. From what you can see, a biker pulled in front of him, slowed down, and looked at him. Of course, you're going to get hit. Why did you slow down? As bikers, you know you don't slow down in front of a vehicle, especially when you're that deep. Whoever you're around, whether you're trying to or not, is intimidated. So already, he may have been looking at the biker to the left when you did that, so then he doesn't see you, he hits you. The guy stopped, like he should have. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he tried to take off. He stopped. Once he stopped, you can't really see what's happening because the video is, or the camera is from a GoPro camera, and somebody's looking back at it. You can't tell. The next thing you see is him speed off. I don't know, in my opinion, common sense dictates that somebody said something to him. Said something, did something to threaten him. He's in the car, in the Jeep with his wife and 2-year-old daughter, right? And according to police in the article, it said that at that time when he stopped, somebody slashed his tires. So he's scared. Somebody just pulled a knife out. Of course he's afraid. He takes off. At that point in time, if you're fearing for your life, the life of your family, I don't think you're trying your hardest to be safe for anybody but yourself and your family. You're probably not trying to avoid bikers, and that's why you see the car roll over some people, right? He takes off. That's kind of where I stopped the video. They catch him at a red light. A biker jumps off his bike, takes his helmet, smashes the driver's side window in. And then you see another biker banging on the back window of the driver's side. Apparently that's where the child was. I think that person was amped up, the second person, because he's hitting the window, and then you can actually see in the video, if you YouTube it, you'll find it. You can see in the video that it looks like he looks, and I guess maybe he saw the child, and he stops. He stops hitting the window. So I guess he's like, oh, okay, there's a kid there. Let me chill. The other guy, you see him grabbing in the window. That's when the video shuts off. And then the next thing you know, they show a picture of him, not in the video, but like in the article, of him on the floor. And you just see blood coming from his face down. So he didn't die. The Asian man didn't die, but they beat him and they cut his face. So this is my thing. Now, from the perspective of a rider, drivers are idiots. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're idiots. We know we do some stuff, but even when we're not doing anything that would be considered reckless, drivers are idiots. I was reading something just the other day, an article. I posted it on my page on Facebook about the 10 best ways to avoid accidents. And it showed, it explained what to do. If this happens, do this. This is from a very experienced rider, right? And he put something in there that I never even thought of. When you're taught to drive, right, you take your driver's test, all that stuff. What are you taught to look for? Cars. Psychologically, you're not programmed to look for motorcycles. So the absence of a car does not equal the presence of a motorcycle. Somebody can look in their rear view, not see a car. You could be right there, but they don't see a car. So mentally, they're good to come over because they're not worried about motorcycles. You're not programmed. You're not taught that when you're taught to drive. It makes sense.
As a non-rider, though, bro. One, riders don't ride at least once most of the time. It's normally a few of them, and normally they're doing all types of things that they shouldn't do or they wouldn't do if they were in a car. They go around.
You can't
cars.
say that.
They go
Yo,
through.
man.
They go according to Tunes. He said that, and I wasn't there. I don't know. I didn't read the article, but he said they stopped traffic to do stunts. We know. How could you just blame the driver, say the driver's an idiot when we clearly saw
slow down. I didn't say the driver was an idiot.
No, you said that drivers are idiots.
Yes, in general.
So he was a driver.
Yeah, but in certain situations, like everything is situational. It's all about perspective. So I'm saying in general, I ride almost every day when it's nice. I ride. And drivers, there have been times I've been by myself doing the speed limit and almost died because the driver didn't see me. That's no fault of my own. Right? Do I get angry?
On your own?
Huh?
On your own, like riding
by myself. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. This is the thing. Like, I can't even get mad at them because I've come to learn that when you're on a motorcycle, if you are seen, you're perceived as aggressive because you're on a motorcycle, right? Because who buys a bike to go slow? You're seen as aggressive. So people actually get scared when they see you because they're like, oh, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna shoot by me on this side or that side? And they get worried, which is what I think happens, especially tenfold when you have 25 bikers surrounding you, right? Cool. So I'm not saying this particular driver was an idiot. He got scared. It honestly, from the video, looked like that biker that got hit originally did it to himself. Why would you slow your bike down in front of the Range Rover? That's what I was saying off the air. I don't know if something happened earlier than that in the video, and they were all trying to stop him anyway. The only reason I would get in front of a car and slam on my brakes is if I wanted that car to stop anyway. So I feel like he was trying to get that Range Rover to stop, which means maybe earlier up the block, something happened. There was an exchange. Maybe he didn't hit somebody, but it was an exchange.
They were taking over the streets. There was so much of them. There was so much of them. This is what I don't understand.
Mind
with
you,
bikers, they ride in packs and they take over the road. How many of you out there have been just driving your car, and vroom, 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 vroom. All these bikes around you, and people want to show off, and people want to do things that they're not supposed to be doing on the road. What is a driver supposed to do when it's all these bikes around them doing these things that's not obeying the traffic laws?
Listen, when I read it, this ride was a sanctioned ride. You know, bikers go on rides. Like, it's not just like I called my friends, yo, let's go ride, and that's it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a sanctioned ride. Like, you know, like you can sign up for it. So when those rides happen, there's supposed to be police escorts. That may not always happen, but
this was a sanctioned ride.
Yeah, it was a ride. Like, so they call it a run. It was a run they were doing, and they do it from point A to point B. Now, the fact I ain't gonna front. These guys seem to be a little bit more hood. So on a hood ride, it might be different. Like, you're doing stunts, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're showing out. Okay. But at this point in the video, it doesn't look like nobody's showing out. It looked to me and this is all what I'm just assuming, and I know what happens when you assume, but it's what it looked like. Like something must have happened before that video started, because it looked like the guy was trying to slow down the car. Right. Now, Blackout says his cousin rides with them, and the guy wasn't just slammed on his brakes, that he had an issue with his bike. Okay, Blackout, this is my thing, right? I ride. If I have an issue with my bike,
pull over.
The first place I pull is not in front of a moving vehicle. Right. That's nonsensical. Like, I move on, I get off the road. Either side, I pull off. You don't pull if my bike's acting wrong, why am I gonna pull in front of a car? So I don't know. I don't buy it. I'm not saying it's what happened. It's not what happened. I'm just telling you what it looked like.
Are these Rough Riders?
Nah, they're not Rough Riders.
Okay.
So basically, they pull this guy out, and they do what they do. Now, mind you, I'm not saying what they did was right, but you have to understand, in a situation like that, you're pumped up, you're angry, right? You just saw your one friend get hit, and then the same vehicle, for whatever reason, you have to understand, I'm playing devil's advocate for the bikers, from their perspective. You're already upset, like, yo, you just ran over my boy, right? Even if it's your boy's fault, but you're upset, so you're doing something stupid anyway, because they slashed his tires. When he peels off, you like take out 3 more bikers. Do you think that that's not going to anger the group?
And do they think he's supposed to stay there with all these people surrounding him, and he has his daughter and his wife with him?
No, you're right, but I'm telling you, right now I'm playing devil's advocate for the bikers, so I understand that point, but I'm saying their tempers were flowing already.
Right.
So what resulted next caused it to go to a higher level. Think about it. Playing devil's advocate. There were over 25 bikers involved in this. He's alive, which means not everybody did anything. That was probably one of the biker that smashed the window was huge. He had to be like 6'6". He was big. He was a big dude. He could have beat the guy up himself, honestly. That's how big he was. So what I'm saying is, all over the news, everything, these bikers are horrible, da-da-da-da. This guy could have been dead. And I'm not saying what they did was right, but what I'm saying is, obviously, there were people amongst those bikers who were not hot-headed, who were not super angry. Somebody had to stop this guy, or whoever it was that was beating this guy up. Because why? Have you ever heard of a 1-on-25 fight and the one person living? Unless it's Bruce Lee, it's not going to happen. And that was not an Asian joke, actually. I just realized as I said it. I'm just saying, like,
that would have been funny if his name was Bruce Lee.
There's one person versus 25. You're losing. You're losing your life. You're not just losing. You're losing your life. So for him to be alive, somebody had to be like, yo, you need to chill out, man. You're not doing it. Chill out. It's not that serious. Blah, 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 blah. So that's playing devil's advocate on that side.
Blackout, I see Blackout saying exactly everybody's at fault. I don't think the guy's at fault at all.
I think everybody's at fault.
I don't think the guy is at fault at all. You have all these bikers around, and then this one idiot pulled up in front of the bike. Now they're upset that this guy was hit. What is the guy supposed to do? I'm supposed to stay there and get mauled by all these bikers? There's no cops around. I'm not staying. I'm peeling off too.
Listen. This is going to sound crazy, all right? Oh, man, we going over time. All right, so this is my truth be told, because we're done. Like, yo, there's a code in these streets, son. Biker or not biker. There's a code. You don't mess up women and children, right? So when they stopped him the first time, they slid his tires. They would have said some intimidating stuff. It would have been the end of it. I'm not saying he's wrong for peeling off. He got scared. But I'm telling you, they wouldn't have pulled him out the car and beat him at that point. The biker was already slowing down when he got hit, so it couldn't have been that serious in regards to everything. Because they didn't run up on the car at that point. The accident had already happened. They ran up on the car after he drugged and rolled over 3 other people. So that's what got them more excited and more angry. I think granted, again,
you don't know if they weren't already angry when he hit that guy.
Well, no, they slashed his tires, but like what I'm saying is they didn't pull him out there. He had the window down. They had the opportunity to pull him out there. If they were that angry, why didn't they?
He give him a chance.
No, he was sitting there for a minute. Remember, like, you see the guy on the bike pass them. When he passes them, he keeps looking back. He's already stopped. That whole time he stopped. Because that's when they're talking. When did they have the time to slit his tires? Slitting the tires is not just as easy as tires are. You gotta and you gotta give it some So
could have been 2 of them. He
was sitting there while his tires are being slashed, probably trying to talk. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't notice it. Da da da. And then probably somebody's like, yo, what's wrong with you, son? And he's like, oh, I'm gone. You see what I'm saying? So my truth be told is, I feel everybody's at fault. I understand the temper flare of the bikers. I do. I understand, because when you almost get hit and you have a near accident, you get angry. It's your life at stake, okay? So I understand that. And I also understand the viewpoint of the man trying to protect his family. You're threatening my life. You're threatening my children, my wife. I'm out. So in that vein, I think everybody's at fault. That's my truth be told.
My truth be told is the great Mobb Deep said it best. All right. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest.
Only the strong survive.
Only the strong survive. And in that situation, he wasn't the strength, because the strength was with the numbers. And if all these I don't give the Asian man no fault. If all these bikers are surrounding him, he's with his family, and this one idiot stops in front of him, and he went over this man, or he hit this man. Now all these bikers are surrounding him. What are he supposed to do? He's supposed to stay there and call the cops, who can take 15 to 20 minutes? He could be dead in 15 to 20 minutes.
All he had to do was say he was Asian. They would have been there in like 2 seconds.
No. They only come for white people that quick, all right?
Good point.
Asians,
like 3 minutes.
Asians don't get no cred, all right?
They get more cred than black people do.
Yeah, but not much. So what is he supposed to do? He's supposed to sit there and wait for the cops to come? No, he's not. So that Asian man peeled off. He got caught. He caught a bad one. But at the same time, I respect him for trying to get his family out of that situation. So, Mr. Asian man, recovery. I hope you have a good recovery. I hope the guys, because I see Black out here put recovery also. I hope that guy recover also. I think it's an unfortunate situation. But I think overall, bikers, especially when you ride it in packs, have to be more careful on the road. That's my truth be told.
I've never slashed anybody's tires, Tunes. All right? Darn it. Thank you. All right. So, ladies and gents, we thank you for joining us again this week. That is the show. You can find us at youtube.com/user/TBT show. Truth Be Told Tuesday on Instagram. Facebook.com/itsalltruth. itsalltruth@gmail.com. At TBT show on Twitter. I think that's all of them, right?
YouTube?
Yeah, I said YouTube. Also,
Tuesday?
Yeah, Instagram. RealEyez Mist on Twitter. RealEyezMyst.
HOPW Substance. But I'm on the Instagram, Truth Be Told Tuesday, where I'm always hang out. Now, I always hang out on the Facebook page, so that's right.
All right. I want to shout out everybody that watched tonight. Tunes, always popping. Lilo, Blackout. That's it, right? I think. And everybody else.
Will, I am.
Will,
I am Will.
Yeah, I am Will. Yeah. All right. So we check y'all next week. Thank you again. As always, Nigeria, stand up. I love y'all, my country. Happy Independence Day. We out there at that parade like 70 deep this weekend, man. Come check us out.
Don't send no mass emails.
All right. I'm sending mad mass emails.
Trying to raise money.
All right. We out. Peace.